Hello, everybody. So this case study talked about the importance of leadership communication style, and specifically within Supernova microcomputer. So to kind of recap the case study, it starts with the project director, Jay Brooks, who essentially constrains the team's creativity. And this is revealed through a lot of testimonial that points in this direction, and that Jay is more of a roadblock than somebody who solves those roadblocks. The employees are also complaining to the president of the company. And then this, of course, in turn starts a slew of other things. So down the road, they believe that Jay is actually not to blame for being a bad leader, but the employees are blamed for not being as productive and keeping everything on track. One quote that stood out was said that we are expected to create one of the most advanced home computer systems in existence, but we are treated like a bunch of rebellious third graders. So this is also solidified by a lot of testimonial from the employees where Jay, he is in charge, but he is a little bit too in charge. He's micromanaging the employees through daily meetings that they have to pass by and run by everything through Jay in order to execute it. Jay holds daily meetings to clear these ideas. The development team favors Laura Martin's leadership style, and Laura is revealed as a leader who does fit into the company's culture and has been around since its inception. The project is pushed back a full year, which is a long time, and this is due to a few things, which is revealed in our solution later on. The team members are ultimately threatening to quit due to all of these circumstances, and upper management is considering laying off team members without knowing exactly what's going on. And at the end, the employees exclaim that we just want to build the best product that we can. I only wish they would let us. So this kind of exemplifies the constraints that Jay is putting on his team. So the question we were presented with is, how would you suggest a leader might get the product development team back on schedule? And the second part of the question is, what policy and or personnel changes would you recommend? So there were a few key points that we took into consideration and kind of guided the way we came up with our solution. The first being tech comes out of creativity. And when creativity is limited, it's likely that people won't be able to perform to the best of their ability. Micromanagement does not increase productivity. And the daily meetings are one form of micromanagement where Jay has to clear every single idea from every employee. And of course, micromanagement may work in some cases, but it does not always increase productivity. Pressure doesn't motivate everyone. There's a lot of pressure on these employees, and making apparent that there is a pressure doesn't always help the case and motivate them to get back on track. The facts do say that it is pushed back a year, and that is a pressure in itself. But in our solution, we reveal a way to solve that and get the team back on track. The employees must be understood and acknowledged. This is certainly crucial in any leadership and employee dynamic, where the leaders should acknowledge and understand the employees, and that has to do with the emotional competencies and emotional intelligence of the leader. We noticed that you have to focus on giving employees the environment that promotes productivity. So this environment does not promote productivity because there's a lot of micromanaging. There lacks a timeline. It's not the environment for which the employees wish to be productive in. And this all sort of stems to one factor, and that being Jay Brooks. Jay clashes with the company culture. Although this is kind of a red flag, it's something that can be fixed. Certainly we wouldn't want the company culture to change, but we can train and teach Jay to better understand and fit into the company culture. We realized together that there's a lack of timeline. There is no timeline. And without a timeline, it's hard to be on time. And ultimately, which helped to kind of decide which direction we headed in, is that the team expresses that they are very comfortable around Laura and her leadership styles. So for our solution with regards to policy, we decided as a team to replace the daily meetings with 3 separate meetings. One being monthly, and that pertains to the executives of the company, the upper management, as well as the new managers. So the new managers, we proposed that Laura and Jay work together. So I'll get into that later when we get to the personnel changes. The first Monday of every week, there will then be a meeting with the management team, so Jay and Laura, as well as the department director. So this is ensuring that everybody's on the same page from the top to the bottom so that the executives can convey the messages and goals all the way down to the employees. And then on Wednesday is the management team with the product development team. So this is where everything is executed. And of course, ensuring that everybody is on the same page and also acknowledged. We decided to eliminate Form 1984, which according to the employees was very dated and kind of a hassle to fill out. We decided to institute a mentorship period immediately following hiring. And we decided this because Jay came in from a competitor. So he was not there from the start. He came in from a competitor. He did have many accolades, but it was apparent that him jumping right into the company wasn't the best process for introducing him. And then in addition to policy changes, we instituted a monthly one-on-one. So that being with the employees, each employee with management to keep everybody on the same page again and to address any problems, personal problems that may be affecting work. And this is sort of a way to introduce the acknowledgement of the employees, which was lacking before. So on the personnel end, we decided to introduce Laura as a mentor for Jay and a leader for the product development team. So Laura will be fulfilling 2 roles within this project. Since Laura's style coincides with the company's virtues, that being that she's very open, democratic, and employee-oriented, she does fit the role of project director very well. She also engages, acknowledges, and motivates the team, which is crucial in moving forward and increasing productivity. And this is something that Jay had lacked. So although we are not eliminating Jay from this project, being that he is a cause of decreased productivity, we think that Jay can be taught, he can be trained, all of these things that he did not have before. So providing leadership and project management for training for Brooks. So that's a way to get him on track and keep him in the company, since he is a smart guy and somewhat of a good leader. A lot of those skills can be improved. And that's why we instituted training for Brooks. And then finally, which kind of culminates the entire project, is a 70-30 balance between Laura and Jay. So that being Laura is in charge of almost everything on the project while Jay is still alongside her. Jay is also going to simultaneously be introduced to training in addition to this project. So his focus is more so on training and development, while Laura's focus is more so on getting the product development team back on track. So this is our solution for the problem. I hope you guys are able to understand which perspective we took this from, and I look forward to hearing the rest of everybody's presentations. Take care now.